He was the heart of the show, a husband, a father, a friend, and then he was gone. But now, whispers are starting again. Leaks, theories, and hidden clues, all pointing to one question that won't go away. Is Ty Borden really gone forever? Or is there more to the story? Let's dive into the most talked about mystery surrounding Heartland Season 19 and the unexpected clues that may hint at his return. When fans think of Heartland, one name comes to mind almost immediately: Ty Borden. From the very first season, Ty wasn't just another character. He was the heart of the story. His rough beginnings, transformation, and deep love for Amy made him a symbol of hope and healing. We watched him grow from a troubled teenager into a devoted father and husband. He wasn't perfect, but he was real, and that's why fans loved him. But everything changed in Season 14. It felt like a punch to the gut. Ty's sudden death from a blood clot was more than just a storyline. It was a shock. There were no dramatic warnings, no long hospital scenes to prepare us, just silence, and then grief. Many fans felt lost. The show felt different without him, quieter, maybe even colder. And for Amy, it was the start of a long journey through heartbreak. Into the seasons that followed, we saw Amy trying to carry on, raising Lyndy, working with horses, and holding the ranch together without the man she once thought she couldn't live without. We saw her strength, but even in the strongest moments, there was something missing, and not just for Amy, for all of us watching. That's why Season 19 is already creating waves, because now the story might be taking a surprising turn. There's growing talk, from insiders, set leaks, and even cast interviews, that Season 19 won't just focus on the future, but might finally return to the past. And in that past, Ty Borden is waiting. Whether it's flashbacks, dream sequences, or something deeper, fans are starting to believe we haven't seen the last of Ty. In fact, one of the biggest theories online suggests that Graham Wardle, the actor who played Ty, may have secretly filmed new scenes. While CBC hasn't confirmed anything, fans have pointed to recent social media activity from the cast and crew that seems, well, a little suspicious. Some sharp-eyed viewers noticed that Amber Marshall, who plays Amy, shared a photo of the Heartland set, and in the corner of the shot, there's a shadow that looks a lot like Graham. Coincidence? Maybe. But the comments exploded with excitement and speculation. Could this really mean what we hope it means? It's not just about fan dreams, though. From a storytelling point of view, bringing Ty back, even for a moment, makes perfect sense. Amy has been holding on to grief for years. She's grown, yes, but the wound is still open. A final appearance from Ty, in a dream, a letter, or even a flashback, could be exactly what she and the fans need for real closure. And here's something even more interesting. In a recent podcast, one of the longtime Heartland writers said, "We always try to honor the past while moving forward." That might not sound like much, but for loyal fans who've been following every breadcrumb, it's a clear hint. Season 19 might finally give us one more chance to say goodbye, or maybe even something more shocking. So now the question is, what form could Ty's return take? And how much of the leaked storyline can we really believe? That's exactly what we'll break down in the next section, including the 3 major theories that fans believe could shape the entire season. Sometimes the quietest stories hide the biggest secrets. And if the whispers surrounding Heartland Season 19 are even half true, we may be heading toward the most emotional twist in the show's history. For months now, behind the scenes, something has been stirring. A mix of fan speculation, vague cast interviews, and one particularly interesting leak from a production assistant have painted a picture that feels impossible, or maybe just almost impossible. Let's look at the 3 most compelling theories that fans and insiders believe might reveal the truth about Ty Borden's possible return, and why these ideas feel more realistic now than ever before. Theory 1. Ty returns in Amy's dreams. But they're more than just dreams. The most widely believed theory is that Ty returns not in the flesh, but in Amy's mind, in dreams so vivid they feel like reality. After all, Heartland has always leaned into emotion and memory. Why not use dreams to give Amy and us the closure we've longed for? Here's the twist. One anonymous post on a Heartland fan forum, supposedly from someone working in post-production, claimed to have edited a dream sequence between Amy and a man in shadow. The poster said they weren't allowed to mention names, but that the scene was emotionally heavy and full of past dialogue. That one comment sent the fandom into overdrive. Could season 19 open or close with Amy dreaming of Ty, not as a ghost, but as a comforting memory? One final conversation, a goodbye, a smile across the ranch fields. It wouldn't be the first time Heartland blurred the lines between reality and emotion, and with Amy still holding on to pieces of her past, this theory feels deeply possible and incredibly powerful. Theory 2, a hidden letter from Ty changes everything. This next theory is rooted in something more physical, a letter. In Heartland, objects often carry stories. Horseshoes, photographs, old saddles, they're never just props, they're memories. So what if Amy discovers a letter Ty wrote before he died, one that was never meant to be found? Some fans believe season 19 will revolve around such a letter, possibly found by Lyndy in a forgotten drawer or tucked inside one of Ty's old journals. According to another leak, this time from a supposed set decorator, there were scenes shot in a dusty old room with props from the early seasons. That might sound innocent, but longtime viewers remember Ty used to keep personal notes in the barn. The emotional weight of this plot would be huge. Imagine Amy reading a letter where Ty talks about the future, about being afraid, about trusting her to carry on without him. It would hit home. It wouldn't need Graham Wardle to return in person, just his voice. And yes, fans have also noticed that Graham's voiceover work has become more active lately, which only adds fuel to this theory. Theory 3. A shocking flashback or secret past scene. This is the boldest theory, and the one creating the biggest storm. What if Heartland has been holding back a scene, a hidden flashback, filmed long ago but never aired? There's some compelling reason to believe this. In a behind-the-scenes interview from years back, Graham once said, "We filmed a few things I don't think will make the final cut, but they're beautiful." That line never made much sense at the time. But what if season 19 is the time? Reusing old, unseen footage of Ty, maybe a final message to Lyndy or a moment of quiet advice to Amy, could bring Ty back without rewriting history. It would honor the story, respect the character's death, and still give fans a moment of reunion they've wanted for years. Adding to this theory is a quiet update in CBC's internal database, which fans discovered included archival footage in the metadata for season 19, episode 1. That's not something they usually include, and it may be the biggest clue yet. Each of these theories brings something different: emotion, mystery, nostalgia. And while nothing is confirmed, Heartland has always been about more than just horses and family. It's been about holding on when it hurts, and letting go when it matters most. So the big question is, what kind of return are we ready for? A vision? A voice? A final, untold goodbye? Or something none of us saw coming? In the next section, we'll explore the emotional impact Ty's possible return could have on the entire Heartland family, and how it could reshape everything, from Amy's journey to Lyndy's future. Imagine a stone dropped into a still pond. The ripples spread far beyond where the stone first lands. That's exactly what Ty Borden's return, in any form, could mean for Heartland's tight-knit family. Ty wasn't just a character. He was a force that shaped every relationship on the ranch, from Amy's quiet strength to Georgie's wild spirit, from Jack's steady hand to Lyndy's growing independence. Even though he left years ago, his absence has been a silent presence. In every decision, every smile, every struggle. So what happens if he returns? Not just as a memory, but as a living, breathing catalyst that forces everyone to face the past. And the future? Amy's journey, from grief to hope. Amy's story has always been one of endurance. Since losing Ty, she's been the heart that keeps the ranch alive. But beneath her calm exterior, the pain is still raw, like a wound that hasn't fully healed. Ty's return, whether in a dream, a letter, or a flashback, could finally give Amy the closure she desperately needs. Imagine her standing, in the barn, the place where so many memories were made, reading a letter from Ty, or having one last conversation with him in a dream. It wouldn't erase the grief, but it could help her find peace, and with peace comes new strength. A chance to embrace the future with an open heart. For Amy, that could mean opening up to new possibilities, both in love and in life. It could be the moment she realizes Ty will always be part of her story, but she's ready to write new chapters. Lyndy's path, growing up with Ty's legacy. Lyndy has been carrying her father's memory since she was a child. His stories, his lessons, and his love have been woven into the fabric of her life. But as Lyndy grows older, that legacy becomes more complicated. Ty's possible return could be a turning point for her too. If Lyndy finds a letter or hears a voice from the past, it could deepen her understanding of who her father really was, beyond the happy memories. It could challenge her to face truths she never knew and help her step into her own future with confidence. More than that, it could bring Lyndy closer to Amy as they share the journey of remembering Ty together. And in that shared pain, they might find unexpected hope. The family and friends, healing old wounds. Ty's impact isn't limited to Amy and Lyndy. The whole Heartland family, Lou, Jack, Tim, and Georgie, carry pieces of him in their hearts. His return could open doors for healing old wounds. Maybe it's a chance for Georgie to confront unresolved feelings, or for Jack to find comfort in memories that have stayed locked away. Every character has a role to play in this new chapter, and Ty's presence could remind them why family, no matter how broken or bruised, always finds a way back. Ty Borden's story has always been about love that lasts beyond life and death. If Season 19 gives us even a glimpse of him again, it won't just be a cameo. It will be a powerful reminder of what Heartland is really about: hope, healing, and the ties that never break. In the next section, we'll look at what fans are saying, the excitement, the fears, and the wildest theories, as the community prepares for one of the most emotional seasons yet. In every great story, it's not just the characters on screen who carry the narrative forward. It's the people watching from home. For Heartland, the fandom isn't just a group of viewers. It's a living, breathing community bonded by years of shared love, heartbreak, and hope. And right now, that community is buzzing with one question: could Ty Borden really be coming back? Scroll through any Heartland forum, fan page, or social media thread, and you'll see the passion in full force. There are those who cling to the hope that Ty's story isn't over, that the ranch will once again feel whole. Others fear a return might cheapen the powerful legacy his character left behind. One fan wrote, "Ty's death was heartbreaking, but it felt real. If he comes back, it has to be meaningful, not just a gimmick." That sentiment echoes widely, a hope that any return respects the depth of the show's storytelling and the emotional weight of loss. At the same time, other fans speculate wildly, from Ty living a secret life far away, to a twin brother appearing, to even supernatural twists involving dreams or spiritual messages. Theories swirl and the discussion is vibrant, proof that the character still matters deeply. Fans aren't just guessing blindly. Many have taken to sleuthing on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, piecing together clues dropped by cast members or subtle hints in trailers. A wink here, a cryptic comment there, a behind-the-scenes photo shared but quickly deleted. This collective detective work fuels excitement and anxiety alike. Some believe the clues are deliberate teases from producers, meant to keep fans on their toes. Others think it's just coincidence, a natural byproduct of a show that's been part of so many lives for nearly 2 decades. What's clear is that Ty's story isn't just a plot point, it's an emotional anchor. For many, his journey mirrors real life: love lost, healing sought, and memories cherished. The possibility of his return touches something universal: the hope that even when someone leaves us, they never truly disappear. In this way, the fandom is not just watching Heartland. They are living it, Every whispered theory, every heartfelt post is part of the ongoing story. And as season 19 approaches, that collective energy is building towards something unforgettable. The stage is set. The fans are ready. The ranch waits. What will season 19 reveal? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. No matter what, Ty Borden's legacy will continue to shape Heartland's story for years to come.